morning, comrades.
So this was on the way to Elk Bay recreational site yesterday, and I loved it so much here. Stella Lake. Just arrived and like, oh my god, this is so beautiful and super nice spot here. Free campground. I am gonna take off to Elk Bay shortly. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stay there or not. There's another one up north, a little bear creek, but apparently my neighbor said it's closed now. There's like too many bears in the area. But right now it's time to get the little guy out, do little walks with him. Hey, come on out. Walk on the roof. It's like safe place to let him walk without running away. Panels are doing a good job. Pumping 3 amps right now, even though it's clouds. He's going on the hood. Able to climb up again on the roof. You're gonna slow down. You're gonna slow down. Oh, if he uses like a bit of cable maybe. Because it's relatively open area here. And I don't need to worry as much. Just maybe like an owl. I'm gonna pay for big attention to big holes. No holes. No holes, guy. It's a little hyper. Maybe make a push to Fort McNeil or Port McNeil up north. That's probably a 2-hour drive or something. And there's not gonna be free campground stuff in there, but there's probably a couple of RV places and maybe something with the dog. And if something, oops, no, don't go there, don't go there. And if something with the dog, it would be nice to, you know, like throw crab trap, that sort of thing. Nope. Just sleep on the patio. So calm in here at the water. So chill. So I'm kind of already going through this place, Elk Bay. There's just a bunch of this scattered places. Okay, so here officially it starts. Well, let's check it out. So those couple of pull-offs were just kind of even more raw. Let's see if it's here. That. This. I could probably drive right onto the beach there. There is a spot there. There's a spot there. Not sure if there's a full road here. See, and that's a benefit of being me compared to a bunch of his campers and so on. I'm small size. I just need like a little nook to park into, and that's it. Or because of my capability, I can just park right on the beach. Just gotta make sure the tide line doesn't reach me, and that's it. But supposedly there is a Elk Bay here. There is further a few spots. Like I'm still driving on the sort of part of it kind of thing. Yeah, like for example, there's this one here. Oh, it is. It's completely free. I don't know why people bunched up together in that spot when there's a spot here free. Okay, so and that's the benefit of using multiple different maps and apps. So Backroad Mapbook kind of didn't really nicely connect this. Maps.me says There's definitely a road here, and McMullen Point side. There's some kind of a dock here. So potentially I could continue driving and check out this right now. Actually, I'll probably do that. And the other thing I want to show is, for example, iOverlander versus what do you call it? All Stays Camp and RV. So if I use iOverlander, Elk Bay here is indicated, right? Like, oh, okay, there's like formal, informal, couple of spots I passed, cool. Right, you zoom out. There's a couple more spots here, so that's actually pretty good for this area. But there's lots of times where there isn't anything iOverlander, but in reality there are free spots or BLM land and that kind of thing. So see this whole area, how many iOverlander it has. But if I switch right now to Camp and RV All Stays app, use my location, as you can see, there is many more spots here to choose from, and even this forestry site here. So if, for example, and then if I click one of them and go details, it says free, 9 sites, blah blah blah. You can just directions, right, and boom, it switches to Google Map to navigate. There's only one little caveat: iOverlander app is global. You can find spots all over the world. All Stays Camp and RV is Canada and US only. But there's been many times where iOverlander failed me. Satellite images somewhat failed me, but that app, All Stays Camp and RV, was like, mwah, especially finding BLM land spots. So just south of Elk Bay, there's this Eagles Cove. And it's a small community. There are a few houses here and there. I'm just curious to see what that is. Or a pier or whatever. Okay, so there's some permanent RV deployment going on. Little boat launch. Oh, that's nice. See how RV house is built into RV surfing permanently. I guess it's a cheaper way of, like, instead of building full house, just kind of combine. That's kind of nice. So that's, I guess, drainage over there. Yeah. Okay, let's see this side here. This is not bad at all. That's kind of weird. There's no people here, but there's like nicely cut wood. Something built. See whatever that is. Cute. Let's see. Do I even want to stay here? Maybe I want to stay on the beach. Actually, just back my way in, right, so I get the view. Lately, this is probably the point right here. This line. Just before those logs kind of thing, that's the end point. I think it's successful parking. I'm just gonna pump, I'm sitting on, I think, 50 or 60 psi right now. So I'm just gonna pump it to like 90, or even 80, and I'll be completely leveled. Downside of slopey situations like this is that the tailgate now is my head height. So I gotta like reach out. So if I lower it, I have to like really jump now. This seems to be the tide line actually, so if tide comes in up to there, I'm fine. I'm on these rocks. You know, it's not gonna touch any of my metal whatsoever. There are those two spots, people just arrived, and I'm kind of like, yeah, it's all yours, just take it. Let's come down. So there's another table here. If someone wants to arrive, they can just do it. And they're out of my way, and I'm kind of out of their way. So actually, if I'm not mistaken, this is gonna be a tide house that's happening. My new neighbors over there, I actually asked them, just kind of sitting on the roof, like, hey, how is the weather forecast? Because they just arrived from Campbell River Saturday. I guess they're here for one night, maybe, I don't know. Because I don't have connection since midday yesterday. Now it's clouds, I'm not sure what's happening, maybe like rain is coming and it's gonna last for like a week or so. And obviously here on this side of the island it's always more calmer than on the open ocean side, western side, which is also has like less civilization, less forest roads. Like half of that western side is not even reachable by any means other than the boat. It's quite remote. Like that side bay, for example, is quite remote, to which I'm gonna get to, I don't know, maybe a couple of days. So I asked them, hey, how's the forecast? And they're like, oh yeah, rain is coming. I'm like, damn it. But they also said like, well, here eastern side, for example, see now sun is kind of a little bit out, it's gonna go in and out, just maybe like some sprinkling. But once I hit western side, and it's also September 7th, I think today, it's gonna start getting chillier. Weather's gonna start getting wetter, so my sunny enjoyment is gonna start coming to an end. The whole like Baja-like experience. And actually, this spot right here, like on the sea, that's what gives me that sort of Baja sort of experience. I mean, this is nice, but I was able to just drive around the beach and just park right here. I could have parked there, but it's so nice to just park like on the rocks. It's not much, but it's at a little bit of that spice to just not be able, not to be by the tables, but like a little bit away. And I'm actually kind of curious now how far tide is gonna come in. It will be interesting if I, like in the evening, I sit here and I'm just gonna be sitting like, you know, in the water here. That for sure will be first time experience for me. Sketchy, but whatever. King tides are not here yet. It's winter time. Oh yeah, also those neighbors, they recommended, like, if you're going up north, go to Malcolm Island. I'm like, what the hell is Malcolm Island? And then I'm like, well, can you do that on my Malcolm Island? Like, just like this deploy and with a truck on the beach? She's like, yeah. Like, okay, I need to talk to you. And apparently her husband knows all the nooks and crannies here back road, so I'm like, okay, cool, I'll swing by. Maybe you can point me on the map a few spots, I don't know. And she's like, hey, come over for beer, whatever. And she was curious to check out this setup. She's like, I'm gonna come over, I wanna see what you got going on. Alright, trap is deployed. Hopefully it yields me in some little fish for bait. That's my new method, because he can't hide in his bed over there in the drawer. So he's kind of like forced to explore, to wake up, do stuff, whatever, crawl. There's lots of things to crawl through here. I actually gotta clean up solar panel. It's pumping 2.5 amps right now. I probably got about an hour or so before it's gonna hide behind bush, and then I'm gonna be probably getting 1 amp. But to maximize it, it's been dirt roads. I need to clean it. Yeah, this is my lounge on the roof. There you go. Yeah, I see like lots of dust accumulated on the solar panels. So I already noticed a few times that even if I wipe it clean, it doesn't seem like it's giving more juice. It's like maybe in a 0.1, 0.2 amp addition. But when sun is scarce and it's cloudy, you know, any extra bit is nice. Plus I didn't do a long enough drive today, so my battery packs, everything is charging right now. Yeah, and I use this as a like table sometimes. Just sit here, table, beers, whatever. I'm gonna put some music on. And here I mount fishing rod, like right in the corner when the water is closer. So funny when they're wet. No, yeah. The tail becomes like really kind of rat-like. Okay. Oh, running to the bush, maybe. I don't know. Where is he running? So there is a whale situation. I thought it may be whales. I heard those like sounds. Like, okay, maybe a boat. And then a bunch of those people screaming like, oh, whale, whale. And I actually saw their backs over there. So let's see if I manage to capture them again when they resurface. They surfaced over there, right in the center, a couple times, and they're gone since. But from what I remember, Discovery Channel and such, right, they can totally go about there for quite some time. So chances are next time they resurface, they could be like in between those mountains, or maybe out there somewhere. Who knows? By default, with functionality. Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Passing through the channel. Totally see them. Yep.
Hey Chris! Lori, Sophia, you seeing that?
I may actually be in trouble. This is jellyfish right here. Seems relatively fresh, maybe a day or two or whatever. And the line where that is that. So I don't know, potentially I may need to report. Where do you? Oh. You are now.
Don't do that to the old lady.
Okay, so it's an exchange. These guys are explorers as well. They want to be in, so they're kind of running their vlog or blog. And
great.
I'm part of it now, and you're part of mine. Well, now that this blogging exchange happened, they have similar ideas as me, except they're about 20 years older than me, of hitting the road, selling freaking everything, and just like some of their friends, head south and whatever. So that was a little exchange. I showed her my setup. She was like super curious. She's just into that stuff. She's in the research phase of how people set up their rigs, their things, because that's exactly what they want to do. But I have a little bit of that Moscato wine. I will go into that water. I'm gonna scream like a little girl probably. So this is for a little courage. Mix it up with some of that beer. Give myself 5 minutes or so, maybe warm up. I'm gonna put that freaking trap over there. Whew, took this guy out. He, as I was changing my clothing, he pooped and peed in there. I've heard commotion in the cage. I'm like, perfect, okay, now I can just let him go. But I was gonna do the whole deep thing. There's no way. The water is so cold. A USB powered fan. It's gonna do magic. Look at this. It's gonna keep burning. There you go. There you go. Starting up. You're not gonna die on me. I gotta say, I miss Baja. I miss Mexico. I could totally chill there for like a good year. In fact, anything should happen to work, I'm migrating to Baja for like a year. Right away. Put all crap to storage, all that junk. Not even storage, just throw it out. I don't want to pay something like 1,500 yearly or 2,000 for storing shit I don't need. So I'm just gonna dump all my stuff and move there and kind of see where it goes from there on. This whole tide situation is putting me on the edge. I'm kind of sitting here and I'm seeing this coming really close. So I think I'm gonna relocate to actual campground. Okay, relocated back to campground. Yeah, the tide is kind of coming fast and I'm not sure where the line is, really. We got a fire going over there. I guess I'll just let it go. I mean, it's on rocks, like nothing's gonna happen whatsoever. If anything, it's just gonna be covered by water. Hey comrades, don't forget to hit that like button and also leave a comment, and if you haven't subscribed yet, you should by hitting that subscription button and also bell notification next to it, so you can actually get my video updates both in notification in your video feed, and as well you can support this channel if you like my videos through PayPal or Patreon in the links down below or just after this video.